Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire Service. We're talking Hazleton area swimming. Michele Yakubowski is joining us right now, the head coach. Coach, let's talk about this season a little different, and something that you never experienced, but boy, the swimmers really did a great job at Hazleton area. Talk about how you're feeling right now and knowing that there are a lot of successes in the pool this year.
Very relieved. I spent a lot of sleepless nights trying to figure out how we were going to get through this season successfully and coming up with training plans that would help continue to grow them as competitive swimmers and still be competitive for the season. So I'm very relieved.
Safety was number one. Talk about the student athletes and how they handled the safety protocols in place.
It was tough on them, I think, because the team is very close. They are really good friends with each other. They do a lot of things together in a normal world. They spend a lot of time together. And so having them come here and have to stay socially distant and not, keep masks on whenever they were not in the water and not do some of the same things that they're used to doing was very tough on them. But they were really good about following the rules, and therefore we got through the season pretty well.
Let's talk about what it was like at a meet, so to speak, because things were just so much different this year. How did the student athletes handle that part of it, with it being so different?
Yeah, so I feel like they handled it really well, a lot better than I was expecting, because it was a little disappointing not being able to have all the cheering and the yelling and the two teams interacting. Our athletes are really good friends with a lot of the teams that the athletes on the other teams, and there's a lot of, socializing among teams even, and there was just none of that. So we didn't have that. We didn't have spectators, so they lost all of that, the thrill of having all of that going on during the meet. But they still managed to step up and really swim their hearts out each meet and did what needed to be done each time.
Yeah, you take away all those motivating factors and a lot of inward, motivation on their own to push themselves. Talk about just, I guess that's a whole other level, but now we're seeing student athletes, in the swimming pool, hey, you got to push yourself. You got to find a way to beat the opponent. They're over in their pool. Talk a little bit about, being so happy with your team and rising to the occasion.
Yeah, I think our swimming against Dallas was probably the perfect example. We knew we needed to beat them in order to win the conference. They were probably going to be our toughest competition, and the kids really showed up that day, and they just swam their hearts out. And a lot of their in-season best times were from that meet, and it was the same as any other meet. There was no one else here. There was no one really cheering for them. And they just innately knew to step up and go after what it took to win that meet, and they did a pretty good job of it.
Talk about the program. I mean, we're seeing success after success. We're seeing a lot of student athletes there at Hazleton area do a great job in the pool. I'm sure you're proud of what this program has put out there.
Yeah, so we usually have a core group of kids that come from the YMCA program, so that's always a big help. And then we get in new kids, and I feel like the consistency of the coaching staff, the support of our booster club is like you can't match it. They're wonderful. Whatever the team needs, they're there to help do whatever it takes to take them to the next level. The support of the school and the district, we've just really been lucky to be able to get that, and we have the access to the pool pretty much as we want it. Conditioning prior to the season, the water polo program feeds into it as well. So it just keeps us going.
When you talk about the success at the district meet, take us through having a great weekend, a long drive, that's for sure.
Yes.
But a lot of success at the district meet.
Yeah, so we really we didn't know much about Delaware Valley other than what we could see and find in some results, some meet results. So we knew that they at the district meet that was going to be our toughest team to go up against. And the one really good thing about our team is that they are so versatile. So we have, you know, these kids that you're going to talk to, most of them are competitive in every single event. And we moved them around where we thought they would best match up with the Delaware Valley team. And, you know, we thought that if everyone swam the way they were expected to swim, we could win the meet. So, but we thought it was going to be a close meet. So we get there and, you know, they get in and they warm up and they're really feeling good. And, you know, I think the first race, that medley relay, set the tone for it. When they won that and they won it handily, I think they just were like, yes, we definitely can do this. And that just fed right out into some really serious excitement. And they just took it from there.
State's coming up, a lot of excitement with that. That's got to be a great feeling knowing that, hey, we're going to take it to the next level now.
Yes, that is always a really neat meet. It's fun meet. We see kids there. Pennsylvania's a really big swimming state. There are a lot of kids recruited out at some big schools, D1 schools from Pennsylvania. So it's really neat for them to see kids there. We always see a lot of big records broken there. It's very inspirational to be part of that.
Well, congratulations on all the success and more to come.
Thank you very much.